Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan and we're going to be playing Minecraft again today, pushing to finish Westhill. Not going to happen before the end of July, obviously, but we're getting real close. I think in August we will absolutely wrap up this build. I'm anticipating some things that I have not thought of cropping up that we have to finish up when we are done with the river and done with the basement of the keep, which is going to turn into a distillery. And we're really close to finishing the river. We've got a couple of custom cliffs left to do, and really it should come together quite quickly now because we've got some key elements that we're working between, like the bridge and the farm and the fisherman's hut and that kind of stuff. So it should be fairly easy, I guess, end to this series of streams. I think this is part 9. It's one of those things. It's a long project to work on for a couple of weeks, but worth it in the end, I think, by the time we're all done. Speaking of worth it, if you want to hear myself and Steven, ESC, a buddy of mine, also a server mate actually on the Citadel, talk about Superman. We went to go see Superman about 2 weeks ago, and about a week later we recorded a podcast this past Saturday, and that is now published. You can find the Citadel Cafe episode 496 on your favorite podcasting app. It's also on YouTube as it's not a video, but it's got a title card and the audio is there. So no matter where you're listening, whether you're using YouTube as a podcast app or Apple Podcasts or Spotify, it's everywhere. So if you want to listen to that and let us know what you think, that'd be great. It's thecitadelcafe@gmail.com if you'd like to write into the show. Also, we're going to be watching Fantastic Four, the next one, for the next episode of the Citadel Cafe. And I don't know when we're going to see that. I thought it was going to be this week, but that might not happen. So we are also looking at a new episode of the Spawn Chunks that's been out since Monday. That's where we talked about the new shelf. There's a new snapshot for Minecraft that came out on Tuesday, and I am yet to figure out how to get a snapshot world going. I want to try to wait till Vibrant Visuals comes out, but I may want to get ahead of that. So we'll see when I get to actually do a snapshot world. But the plan is for the next drop for Minecraft, I'm going to have a snapshot survival world that I can play in and test in and talk about stuff live on the show on Mondays, because I don't like Bedrock. I know a lot of people play Bedrock, but I'm just so used to Java. I can find my way around a lot easier in Java, so I'm going to be doing the testing in Java. So fingers crossed that we'll get some Vibrant Visuals in Java soon, because I'd like to try those out. But for now, we can mess around with the Copper Golem, the Happy Ghast, and, well, the Happy Ghast is already in the game, but the Copper Golem and the shelves are things that we're going to work out with, especially because the shelves can now use hoppers. So that's going to be interesting to play with. So anyway, let's flip over and get into Minecraft. Obviously, I need to sleep. Have a nice clean inventory to start the day, which is great. J. Chris, hello. How's it going? Hope you're having a good day. I really like walking down this main road first thing in the morning in Minecraft. It's very cool. The lighting is awesome. Very fun reveal to come out here into the valley. Oh, we still have to do the waterfall. Don't let me forget that the waterfall is not done. So we've been working up here in the north, and I feel like we've got a solid chunk done yesterday. So we're going to be working on that section there. So we'll start off with some stone, probably some dirt, and just get it shaped the right way. I feel like the technique of blanketing everything in grass and ferns has been pretty successful. You can see sort of what the vanilla landscape looks like. Like, that's kind of default with a little bit of sculpting from me. But then over here is what it looks like when we put all the grass down. And I find that it really looks cool. I might want to take that part back by 1 block. think that's all we're going to need just to get things going. Stair slabs. I don't think I want to get into putting the grass down just yet. I guess we'll bring some bone meal. Oh, trees. I'm probably going to want to do some sort of custom tree thing. $55 the guy. Hello. How's it going? How'd you find the stream? We've been bringing in a lot of new people now that I'm streaming at 10 a.m. my time. Different time slot. It's a full 3 hours earlier. Ms. Mist, hello. Good morning to you too. How are you? It's evening 55? Nice. I do find that I can also bring in some people from overseas now that we've got different time. Probably not going to need that. So with this kind of stuff, I like to try and clear out where the vertices meet, and I find that it looks a lot better. Oops. And you can separate them. Looks a bit cleaner. This tree might have to move. I also like separating out rocks when they touch trees. You can just keep them from touching the leaves on an edge like that, and I think it looks a lot better. Oh, you know what? I should bring some coarse dirt. It's 11 p.m. here on the east coast of Australia, so it works out. Trunga, that's awesome. Yeah, I guess so. If I was streaming at 1 p.m., that would be like 2 a.m. for you. So that'd be very late. I wouldn't want you to come to a stream unless you were like working a night shift or something. That would be really late to stay up and watch somebody on Twitch. Yeah, already that looks better. Yeah, my stream started at 10 a.m. so 16 minutes ago. For me. It's now 10:16. Second coffee of the morning. This is number 3. But I've been up since 7. I say I'm allowed. This might even be worth going all the way down to a slab. That's pretty straight. I wonder if we can take that down a little bit. Try to make it look as natural as possible. I like this little clearing here. It provides kind of a nice shift in what we're normally looking at. Dirt slab, yeah, it's a data pack. It's a data pack and a texture pack. It is a petrified oak slab, which is a vanilla block, but it's only available in creative. And so the data pack is a recipe to give me the creative block, and then I just have it textured the same as the coarse dirt. So it looks like a coarse dirt slab. It's very useful in all kinds of places. Of course, I say that and then I can't see any. Maybe there? Hold on. Where have I gonna slope? Yeah, here we go. Like, they're really fun in places like this. And the Citadel is a slightly modded server. Mostly quality of life, you know, a camera mod, a couple things like faster graphics and like mods that help performance. Not a lot of gameplay though. The updated version, this is my version, so I'm not sure if there's a different version out there. So without my texture pack, it just looks like an oak slab. All right, up here, feel like we could make this andesite maybe for fun. I find having this stuff higher up looks really cool because the andesite tends to look like it's being hit by sunlight. Obviously not right now as the sun is going down. I should grab another bed and put it on this side of the river. Doop, 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 doop. The dirt slab doesn't sound like dirt. No, yeah, the dirt slab sounds like a wood slab. And I also have changed the sound of my grass texture. My grass blocks sound like dirt blocks because I don't like the sound of the grass being mined. It was from back when we were doing a modern city build, and the amount of grass I had to remove was just driving me crazy. Bed, there we go. Why am I doing this? This is part of a riverbank that goes along the edge of this medieval town. I've been building this for 4.5 years. So we started off with just the town and a couple of farms, and it's kind of expanded to include the entire valley. So from river to river, and starting about there. Now there's a path that brings you in from the arrival point, but like this is all vanilla landscape minus a path that goes through there. And then all of this, everything inside of this road. And then of course, obviously the town. Yeah, the server's 8 years old. Been around a while. Other projects on the server are like iron farms and gold donut farms, and I did a lot of early game sort of logistics. Don't know how much of this I want to expose. I feel like I could probably expose it here, I guess. Depends on what it looks like from the path look-off point, I guess. Some of this grass is just not going to be able to stick around. Oops. All right, let's get up here and see what this path looks like and see if I can tweak anything. We've got this path that comes through the woods, and there's a little look off here. And I'm thinking I might want to, I can probably spare this one. Kind of cool. Kind of like having grass there. Could maybe get away a slab here. Yeah, that's okay. I think that has to go down a little bit farther on the far right. Oh, not that far. Can probably do a bit of coarse dirt up here too, because we're going to be able to see this cliff face from down on the road. Oh, actually maybe not. And the tree's going to be in the way. We're fine. Trying to keep it simple. Now, do I need any other trees? I think we're pretty good. I wouldn't mind something in this space. It's not an open server, R55. Private. What could I put here? Maybe some reeds would be good. Some more. Yeah. Oh, that or maybe what I did over here. Whoops. All right. Did I bring? Oh, I don't have it. Okay. Well, it's raining anyway, so we'll go get We'll go get the other shulker box. Normally I would fly this, but I'll just walk it, seeing as it looks like there's a few people that are new this morning, so we'll walk back to the keep. I'll bring out any other shulker boxes I think I might need. And it's warm in here again today, man. Already 29 degrees. Not even noon yet. We've had a couple of very hot days. This must be a thunder shower. My PC specs are in the Twitch About page, R55. I think a lot of your questions will be answered if you just take a minute to look around. Where's my other green? Maybe it's already out there. You know, I'll bring some of this anyway, but I could have sworn I had another green shulker box. Maybe I just don't have it where I thought. I know we're low on mangrove. Don't need any jungle. I'll bring that just in case. And that should be it. Might have to do a manual stay hydrated message once in a while. Nope. No need. I'm not a human that needs reminding. I drink plenty. I do have people in my life that could use that message though. I work out a lot, so I probably get like, I don't know, 4 liters a day minimum. Probably closer to 5. It depends on the day. Hot days like this, I'll probably end up closer to 5. I'm a little confused as to where my other shulker box full of green stuff is. Did I just miss it? It must be over there somewhere. We'll take the back way. So folks can see we've got a little bee farm over here. A little potato farm back here. And if you're wondering, yes, all of this was done by me. I had a couple of donations of blocks from server mates, but everything here has been built by me. Take it easy, R55. Have a good one. Oh, there it is there. I completely missed it. Whoops. I did have it. Okay. It just wasn't in the spot where I was anticipating it to be. It should be here. It should be right next to the other grass stuff. Oh boy. Okay. Let's put the bushes together then. Oh, I have so much room for birch. I never use birch. we need more ferns again too. Might as well do that now. Oh, I should do this. Trungo, where, I know you said you're from Australia. How did you find the stream? Did you just find me on Twitch, or do you listen to the SpongeChunks podcast? I feel like there was a couple people that have come in since I started my stream today. If you're new, I do the SpongeChunks podcast with Pixel Riffs. It is available on all of your favorite podcasting platforms, and it's a new show all about Minecraft. And we've got lots to talk about, including the joke this week is that Mojang is getting rid of the SpongeChunks in Minecraft. And so we had several friends of ours on Twitch, including Whip, say like, I'm so sorry to hear that Mojang is canceling Joel and Johnny. My condolences. Good luck with the rebrand. We're not changing our name. It's fine. That it is very funny. Yeah, I laughed when I saw that from Whip. We had several people in our Discord also make similar jokes. It was good. What were they going to call us? People in our Discord were saying like Ender Pearl Loaded Chunks as the name of the podcast or something. There's a couple of good ones in the Discord. This is not the most exciting, I know, but we need these ferns. What was the theory behind removing the spawn chunks? The article said that it was for performance and it was for antiquated game mechanics. And now that there are in-game ways like Ender Pearl chunk loaders to maintain chunk loading, they thought it was better to remove the spawn chunks. My guess is that for vibrant visuals on Java, having the spawn chunks loaded and constantly having visual data like shadows and light and color and all that kind of stuff happening is probably a lot for some systems, and that's probably why they're doing it. Spawn chunks equals SC stasis chambers. Also, hi Joel, hi everybody, hi Jumbo Sale, how's it going? My favorite is Slice Slime saying sorry just before Mojang even released the snapshot. Did he say sorry? Did he address it to us? No, he didn't say it to us directly. He just said sorry to everybody, right? Or if he singled us out, then that's really, really funny. The podcast previously known as the Spawn Chunks. Yeah, we'll just make it a symbol. We'll just make it a square or like a column. How am I doing? This is really... All right, we've got... That should be fine. Not the most fun to do live on stream, but whatever. Okay, we can put those in here. I don't need all of these stacks of bone meal, but I will need at least one in a bit. Also need bushes, seagrass. Don't think we'll need kelp. I want some, pardon me, sugarcane and some string. And what bushes was I using? I want to say weirdly acacia. feel like some of these might look better in certain biomes. Jungle is probably going to be closer to sugarcane. He did? Jumbo say really? His exact words were, I am sorry, Pix and Joel. Really? That's awesome. Johnny and I should listen to that and do like a live reaction or something. Is it on his YouTube video? Where am I in the world? Okay, the sun's going down. Hold on. Let me get inside. Somewhere safe-ish. Oh, he did it in a snapshot channel on Discord. Okay, I was like, that would be very strange if he announced it on a video. That's really, I mean, he's been on the show and he's a lovely human, but I don't think that he would call us out on his YouTube channel. I mean, that would be very funny and very cool of him. But oh, it was a couple days ago. Thanks, Cosmic. That's funny. Was that was in our Discord? That's so good. Oh, there it is. That's so good. I wanted to send an emoji response to it. That's great. Anyway, sorry, this is riveting streaming. I understand you're staring at a wall. Where's the bed? Thanks, Cosmic. Appreciate it. Man, Twitch mobile delay is real, hey? Anyway, that's really funny. Wow. For anybody in my stream that just does not know what's going on, Slice Slime is the tech lead for Minecraft, if I'm not mistaken, for Java Minecraft. And so he is heavily involved in the snapshots and obviously does a snapshot video every week on his YouTube channel. And which you can go follow at youtube.com/sliceslime. I want to say youtube.com/sliceslime. We raid Sliced a lot too. Yeah, Sliced Slime as it sounds. Hold on. Link in chat, cause awesome. Anyway, so he's been on the show, and it was really, really cool to talk to him. And obviously we have a bit of a rapport when we chat online via Twitch raids. But yeah, it's really cool that he said sorry. Such a funny joke. So I think we're gonna do some reads back here. I feel like we should probably just like put it right there. Runs around the bend. So I'll kind of rough these out. And what I'd like to do is get some in behind, and to do that, oh, I didn't bring a bucket. That was dumb. I feel like jungle is going to look the best. Yeah, we'll go with jungle. Didn't bring a bucket. I always forget something. And there's lava bubbling from somewhere. I'm not sure where, but I can hear it. I do that thing in Minecraft where I walk into a room and forget why I walked into a room. Miss Lime is awesome, I agree. That's good. I think I might have it a little bit too far to the left. I think I'll move the too tall one over to the side. I really like the water texture in this shader pack. So once we waterlog these, we'll be able to put sugarcane near them as well. And I can do this. And then we'll do some grass. I feel like it needs to be more dense. Oh, I'll have to hide that again. And I know this shouldn't matter, but I am definitely conscious of what this is going to look like on the map. Might look a little bit silly. That's okay. It's going to look like its own little island until we fill in the rest of the area here. I feel like we might need some extra green at the back. Where do I want that? I want that to be here. Do I just want this to be jungle leaves maybe? Or do I want it to be sugarcane? Nope, definitely sugarcane. Still listening to the spawn chunks for both ends, some new eps and some old. That's great. That's what I recommend people do, actually. What's the mod called? The one where you can see the items on the redstone. See the items on the redstone? See the items on the redstone. You mean on the shulker boxes? Shulker box labels. Do I know what tab it is to give me? Labeled shulker boxes. By Steve H 259. Sorry, slam my coffee cup down. I think that's what you mean. All right, so I want a sugarcane here, which means one of these has got to be water. I'll go with the one right in front of me. think that'll work. Oh man, low on string. Yeah, and then we'll just kind of feather this out a little bit. Maybe we'll put in there, and then yeah, and then maybe one more farther down. I need to get some more string though. Yeah, so normally what I recommend people do on the Spawn Chunks is listen to the new episode. So right now it's 359, I think. No, 60. Did we do 360 this week? I think we did 360 this week. And so listen to the new one. And then while you're waiting a week for the next one to come out, because we have to wait for the news to cycle to update, then you can go back and listen to the archive. And there's a few. In a month, you're going to be able to listen to an episode of the Spawn Chunks every day of the year if you had that kind of time and that kind of dedication. It's wild to me. I was looking for more string. We only have the one. I think we have wool, which I can then turn into string. I have one white wool. That's not great. We might have to go find a sheep. Do I have any string in here? Yes, okay, that'll do. And this is why I like the labels. It makes things a lot easier. Blast Jordan, good to see you. Thanks for the lurk. Trunga says my observation so far is that the passion for color theory is pretty consistent from both ends. Passion for color theory. Oh, you mean my passion for color theory? Like early on in the podcast and continuing? Yeah, that's the artist in me. That's the fact that I have a fine art degree and I mean, even though I don't do a lot of contract work, hardly any contract work anymore for art, I absolutely still am an artist at heart, and Minecraft is now my canvas over the last few years. Should have gotten rid of the acacia. Yep. Oh, I hate it when that does that. Let's switch them. I think that's pretty good. Wouldn't mind having an extra fern over here. Yeah, that works. Another fern in here. I feel like that gives the impression that it's a bit marshy back here. Maybe we can dot in a couple more of these jungle leaves just in case you can see them. You really can't. That's fine. Yeah, I think that works out quite well. Grab another bush. Where'd they go? Oh, we need more of those too. I should also take a look and see if I did anything around the shore near the reeds. I think I did. Yeah. I think getting some coarse dirt and some stuff in there would be good. Feeling the inventory pinch right now anyway. Two. I feel like that should be all we need. Yeah, I think this will add a little bit of contrast, which will be good. I'll start with this edge here. Now I have to use coarse dirt because I can't put it on soul sand. Here though, yep. Maybe that has to stay green. I would love for it to be moss, but it's wrong biome for that color. Not bad. Cool. Take one more look at it in the daytime. Cosmic Dancer, thank you for the reminder. Appreciate it. Don't need any more sugarcane, I think. Which means we're also... Oh. I say I'm done with the string, but I need to double check that I got string on everything over there. Cool. I will take that break. So for folks that are probably new, I take a break once an hour. It gives me a chance to grab another cup of coffee. Gives you a chance to grab a friend. Let them know that we're streaming. We are actively trying to grow the channel. So if you think that this is a channel where you'd like to bring in a friend, then I would very much appreciate you spreading the word. And I'll be back in about 5 or 6 minutes. There's a bee in the house. I thought that was something else, and I was about to die. Oh boy. I don't know how you get in here. Anyway, be right back. I think I have a bed on me. Actually, I do. Retro Shaggy, hello, hello. I do find it strange when you're walking around in Minecraft and you've got a giant bed out in front of you. Hey, we're low on string. You were on the wrong... Nope. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. That was close. I didn't even see him. Where's the skeleton? Oh, there he is. Alright, we're solving this problem the easy way. There was 2 creepers over there. I am not messing around with all my landscaping. We good? We good. Excellent. And I get some free bones. Oh, hit string here too. Those can go in there. I'm just going to double check. Yeah, that one grew up, so I obviously did not have string on that one. Anybody else see that weird texture on the sugarcane? There's like a weird line texture. Really odd. I think it's the shaders. String there. 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 Yep. Yep. And... Aha! I forgot one. Okay, good. feel like we need more over here. Nope. Yeah, I think that's solid. And I think behind it will look good once we get some of this stuff covered in ferns and grass. So once this all gets filled in, it look pretty good. Minus all the flowers. Whoops. I always forget about the hitboxes and how tricky it is. You'd think after a couple of weeks of doing this, I would clue in. This should be about as far as we can see. I don't think I've missed any flowers. So I could go a little bit more to the left. That's pretty good. I might actually want to take down some of the taller ones in the very, very back. Just because it's such a high contrast between that and the dark shadow of the tree. So maybe these ones will just leave low. This actually has to get turned into tree. And then up here, same thing, although I don't have any bone meals, so we'll have to just lay this out first. I find stuff like this sometimes can be, oh, that should be a fern. Easier to do these smaller sections manually. And then just bone meal everything, rather than just hoping that the bone meal gives you what you want. That should be good. FR, hello. Cosmic says, have you ever thought looking into either a data pack or a game rule that stops creepers destroying things when they explode? A bit like the one that stops Enderman from griefing? Yeah, we talked about it earlier on. And at some point we just decided that it was too non-survival. Yeah, there's data packs that you can do that adjust, like, the creeper will still kill you, but it won't destroy your build. There's also a game rule, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if you can access it from the console. I think you have to access it in like the server rules. Yeah, we have the Enderman, the anti-Enderman griefing. I feel like it's just a data pack from Vanilla Tweaks that we could install. I don't know, it was a long time ago when I discussed that. I think it was Maccast, and Maccast doesn't even play on the server anymore. He was the one that requested it. I need to find a space where I can do this. Let's just scoot over here. Should have brought more shears with me. I'm pretty sure we don't need shears for these. Right. I want that to be easier to farm automatically, but it's so easy to farm manually that I don't know. More string required. Is there any other sheep? Yeah, there we go. We'll get you. I have not added any livestock to West Hill. I've been criticized for its lack of cows. So I might have to do something like that. There's no livestock farms. Because like you can't contain them without the regular Minecraft fences. Like it's really difficult. Technically, I guess I could leash them. We do have a pig like over there somewhere. I think he's still there. Nope. Nope, the pig is no longer there. And cow is here, but that's just a native cow. Free-range cow. Right, we have to do bone meal, and I wanted to change. There's one spot right here that's a little bit strange to me. I feel like we can probably drop this down. Probably even put a bush on there. That's better. And this is purely just for coverage. I don't think that the grass would really grow like this, but it's just such a good job of covering up the dirt sides of things. Making it feel a lot more dense for very little effort in terms of small areas. Obviously, it's a lot of effort with how much area we have to cover, but I think that should look good. Mostly going to be viewed from over here. There are probably plenty of pigs in West Hill, that's fair. Looks covered to me. Seeing some empty spots in there. We haven't really covered that far anyway. Here, I guess we can just underneath the trees. I'm not terribly worried about it. Now here would be a good spot to have some more dirt, I think. It's weird that it shifted position. I think I can even push this a little bit farther. Yeah. I find this is the easiest thing to do, is just grab a little section and do some custom stuff. And then once you back up farther from the shore, then you can do bone meal and it tends to look okay. Let's switch these two. I find layering is really the key to get everything looking the way that you want. So the rest of this is going to have to be a little bit more interesting, but I feel like we can probably get away with quite a few ferns here. Hard to tell, but we'll get there. Pops Live, hello. Doing well, thanks very much. Just plugging away at a giant project. We're getting close to finishing the whole valley, but it feels as close as we get every day. It feels farther and farther away sometimes. Oh, thanks. I'm not sure why I get so wrapped up in stuff like these custom cliffs, but like a little bit of stuff along there, and we were very close to visually. The edge is almost done. We just have like this section here to do. Like this is not going to be hard at all. Actually, I kind of like the natural. I don't think I put these there. I think these are all here. So I think we could do extra ferns over there. Like while we're thinking about it, I can just go grab more ferns. And just while I saw that, maybe like double down on the amount of ferns over there. And maybe a little bit of landscaping. Need to work on a landscaping cliff in your world. I find that one of the things we've been doing is this too tall grass and too tall ferns, and keeping the landscape to no higher than 2 blocks. So like here where it's 1, 2, 3, if you get rid of this top one, then it's easier to cover up. Let's go with like really dense amount of ferns over here. Almost every second block. See stuff like that you can't reach because of the weird hitboxes. Yeah, I like it. Oh, not like that. I'm not sure why I left the podzol there. I guess it was probably naturally already here. That's annoying. Let's do... slabs, maybe? Sure. I find sometimes when you find a spot where the sun hits, you can also accent it with a lighter block. Oh, whoops. I think we'll change this other one into coarse dirt as well. Yeah, pretty good. Whoops. Keeping it simple. Really like these bush blocks when the grass is not in the position that I want, because the bush is always center. It really does give you some control when you don't have a lot of control over certain block spaces. Nice. I need more dirt slabs. So I find bouncing back and forth between key elements really helps, because sometimes it can get kind of monotonous to be constantly just planting grass and bone mealing stuff. So now this feels a lot more finished. We've got this section over here looking pretty good. Obviously we need to do some work with the firefly bushes over there. I just plopped those in at the end of the last stream. We have to make them look like this, I think. Just a little bit of help in there. And then we just need to fill in this hill as best we can anyway. But first we need to go get some more grass. We're done with string. Done with you. I think I can probably just put this stuff back for now. Don't see us needing any cliff stuff. We can always come back. Man, we've gotten 2 stacks. 3 stacks. No, 2.5 stacks. Plus that. Wild. Slabs. Dirt. Now, where do I want to go to get grass? That is probably the best place. You can't really make a grass farm, can you? I guess you can bow meal empty grass? But you'd have to have the dispenser pointing down, I guess? Let's go left around the mountain and we should be good. I wish the chunk loading was a bit faster. Oh, this'll do. This'll do nicely. What do people do when they need more grass in the game, normally, in chat? Do you have, like, redstone farms, or do you just find a spot like this and just come out and ransack it? Some weird floaty geometry. Just like what I'm doing now? That makes sense. I guess the thing to do would be to, like, you know, take 15, 20 minutes. I don't even know if it would take that long. And just, like, fill up a shulker box. And then you're good, you know? You don't have to have it on you, but, like, you could just keep it somewhere that is easy to get. I do find it a little hard on the eyes after a while. Look at all the blue flowers. We don't see those very often. I don't even know how many I have, so we're going to take them. That was really cool. He says as he completely chops it all up. I'm not sure what we would use the blue flowers for in the future, but it's always good to have some on hand. I guess we want to do some projects in the modern city, so maybe that could be some stuff there too. All right, I think that's enough. Oh, cool. even have extra. I thought that was a different color for a second. I was like, what kind of fish is that? It looked like it was kind of tan color for a minute. Nice. Maybe we won't put one there. Nope. Yeah, I kind of want to leave this a little bit bare. I feel like that makes sense. You could almost see what this would look like with another slab here. Oh, I think. This actually might be a bit distracting with the dirt, so we'll, or the grass rather. So I find that sometimes coarse dirt blends in a little bit better in like shadow areas. There's less of that like weird highlight top of the grass block. So the hard part is going to be this section here. Oh, I guess I should have brought the stone. Thought I was done. I guess I really didn't finish shaping the top of it, did I? No. You know, you get spoiled playing endgame Minecraft when you go back. When I was in Bedrock there briefly, entertaining the snapshot and looking at vibrant visuals, going across water without all the right enchantments on your boots, it is really slow. I wanted stone. Yeah, how did I miss that? Whoops. So that's a little bit odd because of the placement. So I might want to just take that block down. Don't know if that's any better. Not really. So maybe we'll do this. It's a little bit better. Make it up here. Yes. Whoops. That does look a little bit strange with the dirt showing, so maybe that's where we can use some of the slabs to cover up a little bit here. Starts to look a little bit funny. Maybe we can do a stair there instead. Might be worth just to have that flush with the top. Yeah. Yep. Now it's just this section behind the tree. A little bit strange. Yeah. So I find the trick with this stuff is by removing those areas where you've got those vertices. So like if you have something that looks like that, it just looks like a grid. But if you can add in some stairs and slabs and break that up so that they don't all meet in the same place, I think it looks a lot better. Do I have spruce leaves? I don't. And go get, I feel like we can maybe put a branch on that tree. Maybe make it look a lot better. Seeing as it is like standalone there. And I guess I'll make more sticks. Yeah, that dirt section is kind of bugging me, and I'm not exactly sure what to do with it, so I think... Oh, I forgot leaves. One of the things I'm going to try to do is use the tree to cover it up instead. I don't know why the dirt bothers me. I think it's just because it feels very day one Minecraft. Spruce leaves. That tree does look a little bit funny next to its more interesting neighbors. So if I was to make this, I think I'd put a branch right here. Yep. And then take off the next section. Make this a little bit bigger. That's everything. That could probably get a little bit larger, actually. We can probably make this branch go to there. Not crazy about it touching the rock, but looks okay. Maybe we can try something a little bit lower. Not there. Yeah, actually, you know what? We might even be able to bounce this out a little bit farther. Not there. Yeah, that almost does it. Still have this large amount of dirt to deal with, though. I guess what I could do is I could drop these right now. These two have room to go down by one. Oh, crap. That helps a little bit, but still pretty tall. This is the tedious part of this task. It's getting all this stuff right. I wish you could pick block 2 tall ferns and get the regular fern. Save a lot of time. That helped a little bit. Thank you, Cosmic. Appreciate the heads up. We're getting there. It's just this one section here that's obviously, it's behind the tree, but there's rocks down there. There's really not much we can do. We just kind of have to deal with it, I guess. I wonder if the thing to do there would be take a page from the bottom of the rock and actually put some intentional dirt and coarse dirt. So like if I take you and make you coarse dirt, but still have the grass on top. Yeah, it tends to stick out less, doesn't it? Doesn't have that green highlight on the top of it. All right. Wish I had learned that trick a week ago. Nice. Curious about one more leaf block up there. Donarath, hello. Keep looking over and noticing that you're using FreeCam to look at things. I know there's a way to set up a static camera, just flip back with a button click. Unsure if you do it though. Haven't actually played with it. Yeah, there is. I haven't messed with it either. Whoops. I don't know what I just did there. Yeah, I think that works. Appreciate not wanting to try to figure out how to play with things live on stream. It's in the settings, I want to say. It's like it's pretty easy. Free cam settings, keybinds, toggle free cam F4, control player, reset tripod, movement options, visual options, usually multiplayer options, notifications. So reset tripod. It might be under keybinds. Creative mode, free cam. Reset tripod, configured UI, not bound. Oh no. I don't remember what my left control was set to. Probably nothing. So F4. I don't know how to use it. I think the tripod doesn't overwrite stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Custom tree there was a good idea. Nice. I think we did fairly well. So we've now got everything completed all the way along through here. I really think the only thing left is just like this section there. I've got a couple of spots in here too. I guess I could have done a better job at that, but it is a cliff. Yeah. I don't know if I want to go up through here with the grass. I feel like it's kind of steep and I don't mind that it's like that. Here though, I definitely want to do that. And then we've got this section here. Like I might be able to finish this week. It would be nice if I could finish it this week. Oh, well, minus the waterfall. Waterfall's gonna have to be its own thing. That's gonna be at least a stream. Trying to sort that out. I think this looks really cool. There's a little bit of stuff going on here that's a little repetitive. Maybe we'll switch these two. So you try very hard not to make a pattern, but as a human, you just end up making a pattern. That's better. Where's my boat? Keep on nudging this in the wrong space. Go. Yeah, I am pretty happy with that. So we really only have this section here to finish up. And then around the other side of the bridge. As this came together really quickly, I would imagine this will come together quickly as well. That shouldn't be too hard at all. I find I usually want to move around with the free cam anyway down a raft, so it's probably best that I just kind of leave it like that. Anyway, I'm going to pop in here because it's getting dark, and I'm going to pass you along to somebody else playing Minecraft. Who is live? Who's live? Hey, look at that. Pixelriss is live. And let's send you the Pixelriff. So, I mean, for folks that are regulars, you'll know that Pixelriff is my co-host on the Spun-Chunks podcast, and is obviously working on Misadventures. Should be a fun dungeon run, whatever they're up to. And tune in to talk to both of us on Mondays on the Spun-Chunks podcast. You can find it on your favorite podcasting app. It's free. It's also a video version on YouTube if you want to watch and see some screenshots there as well. There is a new episode of the Citadel Cafe podcast out right now. It just published last night. It's all about the new Superman movie. Myself and Steven talked about that for the full hour, as well as a little bit of Lego. Some fun stuff there as well. Again, on your favorite podcasting app, the Citadel Cafe is very easy to find, and it's free. If you wouldn't mind listening, then I would very much appreciate it. And if you enjoy it, tell a friend. Same thing with the stream. If you had fun here today, tell a friend about myself here on Twitch. I'm Joel Duggan VODs on YouTube if you want to see the history of the build and see all the different things that I've done over the last little while. And of course, you can check out patreon.com/JoelDuggan to join the Discord to hang out with everybody in between streams. It's a fun group of nerdy people, mostly Minecraft fans. I think you'll be happy there. And I will see you tomorrow for Lego. We're building the Bumblebee Transformers Lego set, and that's going to be at 10 a.m. Atlantic. That's 9 a.m. in the Eastern US. I will see you folks then. Thanks ever so much. Have a good one. Bye for now.